I have a question for you as we get started.
Sure.
At what point?
Actually, I don't need the pen. What do I need the pen for? I already wrote it. I feel official.
Cross
with a
stuff
clipboard.
off.
Hell yeah.
No, here's my question. At what point on your phone battery do you start to get anxious about it getting too low?
So I get at 30%, I get that.
30.
Do you want to put it on low power mode?
At 30%? I have that set for like 18.
But I think what it does is it stops refreshing apps in the background.
Right.
And it turns off the monitor quicker, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like that's a loaded question, and it kind of depends on the situation.
Okay.
Because like if I'm here, I've got like a million power sources and an easy way to plug it in. So I feel like it'd have to be like a vacation thing if I was somewhere where I couldn't immediately plug it in. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
like being at home, easy. Being here, easy.
You don't have access to easy access to a charger.
It also depends on what I need to do. Like, am I going to be fucking stranded somewhere because I can't call Uber or something? Okay. So I honestly, like if I was in that situation, probably like 50%, I would start to feel nervous.
Okay.
Because if I'm like, oh, I got my rest of my day at Disney, but I still got to call an Uber to get me home, and it's only like 3:00.
Yes.
I got to make it till midnight because that's how we do at Disney. And I got to get home, but we're usually in a hotel that's walkable anyway. So, but yes, I would say 50%.
50. Okay. All right. Mine's at 40. I started.
And you have a different phone. I'm iPhone 16.
Yeah, I'm Google Pixel 8a right now.
I don't know the hierarchy. Like I hear iPhone 16 and I know, oh, that was one generation ago. I don't know the Pixel.
They're at 10 right now.
Okay.
When I bought this in March, it was at 8 or 9. So this was like the.
How does it do for battery?
It depends. If I'm watching videos, it goes quick. If I'm not watching videos, it's pretty good.
And again, I try to be as frugal as I can with battery phoneness, like usage.
Yeah.
So if I have got my computer, I'm mostly watching something on that. Unlike Cassidy, who's just constantly like just 24/7 on that thing.
One of the things I like now is that you can put it on airplane mode, but still get Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Because there was a time where if you put it on airplane mode, you weren't connected to anything. But if you're at a place where there's Wi-Fi, you can airplane mode, go basically off the grid. Nobody's calling or texting you, but you can still connect Wi-Fi-ically.
Yeah, we'll go with it.
That's a word, right? All right, that's all. That was one of my things. Cause
that's a good one.
Sitting on the bus, and I'm like, oh my goodness, if this goes below 20, I'm...
So we need.
That's where my bus pass is. That's where my
power to come up here.
Yeah, we might have to. No, I'm at 77 right now. So let's take a look. 76.
They installed remodeling mom and dad's house, and I met with the contractor yesterday, and they're putting 2 of the. I don't know what you call them. The power sources that you just lay your phone down on.
Oh yeah.
And he's installing 2 of them on their kitchen counters, and I was like, why?
No, I love that.
Why do you need 2?
Well, and I mean, don't take this the wrong way.
Mom and dad don't use their phones.
Well, I was going to say, old people forget to charge their phones.
Amen.
And like my mother will leave the house for a day.
With like 5%?
Yeah. And then say, oh, I forgot to... Like to the point where I bought her car chargers, multiple car chargers, so she can do it. I even bought her like a backup phone. I'm like, here's another phone that you can just keep and just switch your SIM card back and forth.
Oh my God, that's funny.
But no, I don't have any battery. I'm like, how do you get to that point? Like, how do you leave the house without 100%? I will never walk out my door without 100%.
I sometimes do because I'll know that I'm going to charge it here.
Okay, that's fair.
So, like I'm bad about plugging it in at nighttime.
Oh, really?
And then I'll, like, if I go to bed, because on my couch, I have one of the lay down chargy things. Mm-hmm. And then that's probably and then when I go to bed, take the phone, don't plug the phone in. So it's at 100. It gets to probably like 93 before I go to sleep.
Okay. Yeah.
And then it's not doing anything because it's on sleep, do not disturb. So I wake up to like 92%. And then if it's really bad, I'll come down and plug it in for the like hour that I'm home before I leave to come here. But yeah, I could see. I don't know. I've just never had an issue with battery death. I don't think I've ever had a phone die on me, like ever in my life.
I had one break on a trip we're going to Phoenix. And it's literally, it broke. We're driving from Vegas to Phoenix. It broke before we hit Kingman. And I don't know how. It's just like the screen, as I was pulling it out of my pocket, just popped off. And it was devastating because game tickets are on the phone.
Yeah.
Airline information is on the phone. Hotel information is on the phone.
Yeah.
I don't have anything printed out anymore. And
Nobody. Why would you?
Yeah.
Because we like trees here.
I'm like...
Although I didn't print out, but I used paper.
Scrap paper. I ended up like going to Walmart and buying a like a $30 burner phone and just flipped a SIM card into it so that I had something.
Well, if it's all that, it's just login stuff. You don't really need the SIM card, right? You just put the app on.
Well, yeah,
and then you can log in.
But to be able to get service.
Oh, okay.
Like if I needed to call somebody.
Because if I'm going somewhere, it's Hilton now because I get so many fucking points.
Nice.
And you can put the key on the thing, and then you hold the phone up, and it just unlocks the door. It's crazy.
It's a wonderful thing. That's another thing. Like if my credit cards get lost or something, tap. It's all on here too. So it's a convenience. Don't let it go. That's kind of crazy. We're both pretty high numbers. If I ever get into single digits, I'm freaking out, going crazy. No matter what, like where I am, unless I'm at home.
I feel like places do a good job of having a plug. Like as long as you're carrying around, like I call them brick. Yeah. And then the cable, I feel like you'll be fine.
Most places.
Most bars have the power underneath.
Right.
And if you're here, I got a million of them.
They're everywhere.
So
every single outlet in this place has bricks for charging. That's Green Apple Studios for you, folks, and that's where we
are ready for anything. Come and do your podcast. Come and record. Come and do your audiobook.
Ooh, yes.
Let's do it. I wanted to briefly get on. I was wearing this. I'm wearing this San Antonio Spurs, and I'm walking to the FedEx store to get this clipboard. Woo! And someone's like, looks at me like Wemby, and I'm like, yeah.
He had a great game.
But then my mind goes how it goes. And it's like, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, the amount of San Antonio Spurs fans that I have met outside of the city limits since I moved away, I can count on one hand.
Really?
So, yeah. They're not
out
that's there. True. And that got me thinking, oh, God, with his 40-15 game, great start to the season. We play tonight against New Orleans, so we'll see if we can keep it going. How many bandwagoners are going to jump on the Wemby Spurs thing now?
At least one. I'm on it right now. After watching the other night and I was texting you about it. Like, I think he's going to have like this breakout MVP season. He's going to be
looks
really, really good. You got the rookie of the year from last year. You got the number 2 overall pick. Yeah.
Looked way better than Cooper Flagg. Number 2 pick looked way better than number 1 pick.
Yes. Cooper Flagg managed a double-double.
He did get 10 and 10.
But it took him a long time, and he looked sort of timid. I will say when you have guys like Klay Thompson,
who looked like
Kyrie, AD on that team, you've got experienced shooters. So what I was noticing,
he had to run the point guard. Like I didn't want to get into a Mavericks Cooper rant here, but he had to run the point in that game because Kyrie's hurt.
And
so
he just looked like he didn't want to be the guy to miss a shot. And I mean he did, but it was a lot of just like dishing it out and distribution as opposed to being the guy.
He needs to be a 3. He needs to play the 3 or a 4 on a small ball lineup. And then the Spurs are running Wemby, who's like 7'5", and then a bunch of like 6'4" dudes.
Yeah,
it's wild because we have another guy, Sohan, who's out right now. I'm not sure how long he's out, and then De'Aaron Fox out for a little bit too. And then it's going to be like 4 guards and Wemby. That's going to be what they do. And
the weirdest thing for me was not seeing Popovich on the sideline.
Mitch Johnson, baby, let's go.
He's
carrying on the Doc Rivers horse. Did you hear him speak?
No.
I can't do it because I can't get my
All right.
voice that hoarse. But it's like he's he's been yelling for too long. Like,
Yeah.
oh, Wemby, blah, blah, blah. He's gonna carry on the Doc Rivers
All right, I'm gonna have to pay attention to that.
voice interviews, and yeah, I can't wait for that first quarter or third quarter interview with insert Craig Sager's replacement. I don't know who it is, but
It was Malika Andrews yesterday.
oh, nice.
Yeah, she's on the sideline now.
I'm surprised because she's a studio host.
There's no more ESPN studio for basketball because of now
Prime?
they have the Inside the NBA crew. So everybody that was the studio either retired or
I'm
moved
kind of
on
excited
or
for the
shifted.
Prime crew. It's Blake Griffin, Udonis Haslem, who looks fucking weird without his cornrows.
Oh, seriously?
So I kept seeing him on the NBA covers, and I'm like,
Who is that?
because
guy?
sometimes they'll pop up the lower third, and I'm like, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck? And then it's like Haslam. I'm like, oh my god, dude, he looks so weird without the cornrows. He looks a lot better now, but I've never not seen him with the longer cornrows and shit. So I'm like, oh my god, that is Udonis Haslem. And so yeah, but anyway, I want back to my bandwagon thing. I'm like, I don't know if I want all of these bandwagoners. I mean, it's been one game, but like where were you when we were the worst team in the league? 22-60 with a. So I kind of want to be like these people like Spurs. Yeah, I'm like, can you tell me who was on the roster in 2020?
Yeah, like when Wemby was a little teeny.
Before we drafted
Skinny
Wemby,
boy,
like, can you
yeah.
name one guy? Give me a Keldon Johnson. Give me a Devin Vassell, who's still in the starting lineup. Who's been hopefully he's our big trade bait. They were talking about him for us trying to get Giannis, but I feel like after that game with what Wembanyama could do, like they're like, nah, fuck that. We do not need Giannis at all.
I would take Giannis if you can get him though.
But I wouldn't give up anything. If you want some draft picks and some. Yeah, you can have our draft picks. You can have our draft picks. Milwaukee, you can have our draft picks. Take them all. But I just feel like he might throw off the chemistry. He throws off the timeline. He does. Every single person on the roster. De'Aaron Fox is the oldest dude, and he's the oldest by like 4 years. Everybody else is like under 25.
Yeah, that's
so. Wemby is 21, and he just like you could look at his arm and bicep and deltoid, and you're like, holy shit! Like it's not David Robinson-esque, but like it's like you can tell, man, put on some muscle.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I think it's going to be a big year for him because he's definitely he grew up.
Yeah, but like
he grew up. He's a man now, not a little boy.
If you weren't rooting for us then, don't root for us now. Like I'm looking at this camera right now. Like we don't want you bandwagoners. We don't want you at all. Don't hog the bus. We have enough room on the bus. 2 million people in San Antonio and me in Vegas. We don't want you. We don't need you. We can get fine without you. And I want to celebrate the championships that are to come without you hanging on the end of the bus. So fuck off.
Can I
fuck off, bandwagoners?
Can I throw a thing on that? What are your thoughts on the Aces bandwagoners? All the people that have jumped in after they started winning championships. There's so many people that, couldn't have cared less about the team in 2018, 2019, 2020. And then all of a sudden, now 3 championships in 4 years, everybody wants a piece of the Aces. I see people, or, the parade we had a week ago today, there were more people there than any of the other parades. But this particular championship, to me, it's commonplace with the Aces.
I might give them a little bit more leeway only because of so you have 30 NBA teams, you only have so many WNBA. And so like the regional thing is like, if you don't have one in your particular area, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt to jump onto.
All right. That's fair.
A certain team.
One of the things that bugged me the other day, Wednesday, I was sitting at, a locals casino on the west side of town that shall remain nameless because we don't do free advertising.
Yeah.
But on their ticker board, they had a big message that said, "Congratulations to our Las Vegas Aces on winning their 3rd title in 4 years." And I was like, oh, that's interesting because you did not have a ticker message in 2022. You did not have a message in 2023. But now you've got one. Now you want to be a part of it.
Everybody wants to latch on. to the winners.
That's
and
true.
I was thinking more into it, and I was going to ask you if you got a lot of Patriots bandwagoners, but there was more hate, I feel like, than bandwagoning.
The Patriots were...
You were under that hate us because they ain't us. Spurs and my teams were never in that situation. Like, who hated Tim Duncan?
Nobody hated the Spurs.
Nobody hated Tim Duncan.
What
Popovich does get a lot of flack for some of the stuff that he says, but they kind of attribute that to old man yells at cloud. But Tim Duncan, got like, 0.01% of the hate that Tom Brady got.
I've never heard anybody say anything bad about Tim Duncan.
Ginobili, Tony Parker, of all of them, he probably has the worst reputation because of the thing you said about Kawhi and the cheating on Eva Longoria, which I don't not understand to this day, but we're not going to get into that. But it's just like, no one hates the Spurs.
But and it's funny, because like you said that, and after Tom Brady left the Patriots and went to Tampa Bay, everybody recognized him as the GOAT now. And they're like, oh, Tommy is the best. And it just kind of, the hatred still stuck with New England, but it was no longer focused on Brady.
It was a Belichick-focused hatred.
Yeah. Oh, no.
I would think
it was disturbing because it's like, you guys called him cheaters. You called him all sorts of bad names. You wished all sorts of ill on him. You were happy when his wife left him. But now because he plays for the Bucks and he's throwing the ball to Mike Evans, you're cool with it.
Get healthy.
Okay. Yeah.
Get healthy, Mike Evans.
Seriously.
Sucks he's not going to get... This is going to ruin his streak. He's had 1,000 yards in every single season he's ever played, and now he's out for the season. He's not going to get it. But yeah, and now that you're 5-2 and looking good in the AFC East, I would hope that you would say the same thing to anybody that wants to jump on the Patriots bandwagon. Like, get fucked.
I'm still not even on it because I still don't like Drake May.
You're the only one. You're the only one.
I know. I have a. Speaking of, can we shift to the NFL?
Oh yeah, I'm ready for it.
Well, I want to do like a little transition. Better Knicks, Bo or New York?
That's easy for me. I'm not the person to ask that.
Jalen Brunson?
Are they didn't they lose?
The Knicks? Oh, New York Knicks?
Yeah.
They are undefeated.
Oh, okay.
They have won every game they've played this season. They looked like Bo Knicks in the first or in the fourth quarter of a game against New York. Which cost me, by the way.
But Bo Nix has 5 wins and Knicks only have 1.
1, yeah. Okay. Bo's the better Knicks.
Better Knicks.
Better Knicks.
Did you know, I wanted to transition to NFL like this. We were talking about running backs and where they gone off to.
How they just disappeared.
I saw a thing on Sean Alexander the other day. You know how many kids he has?
He's got a lot, right?
14.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He's like Crimea Rivers.
Yeah, and Antonio Cromartie.
Yes.
Like between those 3, they're going to populate the NFL in a couple of years.
I think Rivers, his kids are all with the same baby mama.
I think Sean Alexander is too.
Really? Oh, okay. Ooh,
Cromartie's not,
good
but
for him. Yeah.
We'd have to.
19 kids, 18.
That's going to go right here if it's true or not. I only looked up that he had 14 kids. I didn't know if it were the same.
Yeah, that's.
Can you imagine popping out 14 kids though?
No. Sometimes it's hard for me just to take a big shit. Part of my language. I mean,
I feel like
14
after like
people coming out of you is insane.
After the 8th or 9th, just like slides right out.
Yeah, seriously. That's why there's so many, because it's just
like you've got your own gyno office at your house at that point.
Seriously, yeah.
The doctor comes to you.
They're like on retainer.
I just thought that was wild.
That is crazy. Yes.
And then the other, I wanted to make this a segment, and I might make an animation for it, because I was thinking about this the other day because I was watching something and somebody said a word that triggered me. Words that I only associate with football, and then I hate every single one of them. Elite.
Really?
Much maligned.
Okay.
And football move.
Football move, yeah.
So, elite pisses me off because I think it started with the "is Eli Manning elite" thing, and I feel like that's where I first heard it. And now they're like, Joe Flacco elite, and he had like an okay game against the Steelers, who is a crappy defense.
It is a fun argument, like who are the elite quarterbacks in the NFL?
I hate that word now.
See, I associate that with all sorts of sports, primarily. Like the first time I ever learned it.
It's a sports word, but I feel like for some reason it's been really associated with quarterbacks.
Yes.
And then when have you ever said much malign without immediately referencing an offensive line.
I was going to say the Cleveland Browns.
Much maligned offensive line.
Yes.
You never use that word for any other situation except when you're referring to an offensive line.
Okay, yep. That's fair. Yeah.
And that's why I fucking hate that word. And football move, which is so vague. Like, instead of football move, why don't they just put the verbiage in the thing as secures a catch and makes 2 steps?
Yeah.
Instead of
brings the
football
ball to his
move.
body. Yes.
Well, you can catch out here, I feel like, and still. But I feel like catch, boom, boom.
Yeah.
How hard is that to put the verbiage in? I just like, these are things I think about.
Can I add 2 to that list?
Yes, of course.
And one of them is an old one. Ensuing.
Oh my God, ensuing.
Ensuing.
Yes.
Ensuing does not exist in the
English language?
like outside of
And not in
ensuing
Webster?
kickoff.
The ensuing kickoff.
And along those same lines, a new one, which drives me nuts. I hate it, but landing zone.
Landing zone is quickly becoming
Anti-landing zone.
Someone did it was the Chargers kicker last night. Kicked it right into the Vikings front line.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I caught like a glimpse of it because I was looking somewhere else and I looked back at the TV and I see the ball like hit off of the Vikings.
It hits his
not
leg.
a gunner, but whatever you call those guys that are up on the line for the kickoff. And then Herb Street, it didn't land in the landing zone.
Landing zone. So stupid. It's
Ensuing though, yes, I'll give you that one because I had forgot about ensuing because you're not going to say ensuing unless you're referring to a kickoff that is coming up.
You don't say it on anything. I challenge the word. Like if you're watching and
find me another use of it.
Yes, commenters comment on what where else you would use it.
Like my ensuing drink of water here.
Yeah, no.
Is that what that is?
Maybe like the ensuing breath after your water. Refreshing.
Sigh. Nice.
I don't know.
You ready for my tinfoil hat?
Let's go for it. Pete's conspiracy theories.
I wrote so many notes on this. Okay, so I don't think I ranted on a couple episodes ago. I ranted on how we got fucked on the schedule.
Yes. And you talked
Monday
me into
night
betting on
Monday night
against the
at
Broncos.
Philadelphia, London Jets, New York Giants at home when they had 10 days rest. Now we had a fucking miracle fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Like I haven't really talked about it. It's been beaten like a dead horse at this point. We're at Friday.
I'm not ready to finish beating it because it cost me money.
Sorry. So I'm still going to stand by my thoughts that the NFL was still mad at Sean Payton for Bountygate, and they are continuing to punish him and his team to this day. And if this is true, this is something that the Walter Penner Group, the owners of the Denver Broncos, needs to address with Roger Goodell immediately because it's fucking over our team. And feel free, Walmart people, to use my terminology. It is fucking over our team, Roger. So,
do we need to have a sit-in at the NFL offices? I have a lot of free time on my hands these days.
But obviously, I'm a fan, so I'm looking at this a whole lot more close. And I feel like with numbers and stats, you can make anything look the way that you want
tell
it to.
whatever story you want to tell with the right statistics.
Let's start with that pass Did you see the pass interference call that was called on Riley Moss that gave New York Giants the ball at the 2-yard line?
Yes.
Which Sean Payton came out and screamed at the officials that got the ball moved to the 1-yard line. If you're ever going to come out and get a flag thrown on you, do it then because it's half the distance to the goal and that's a fucking yard. So Sean Payton didn't give a shit. Well, Riley Moss is turning around. His eyes are on the ball. And the most of the time when they throw the flag, it's because the defender's not looking for the ball. And they fucking said that. Like, on the announcement crew and the refs crew, they're like, face guarding. Face guarding, I believe, is part of the verbiage. So he turns around, finds the ball. I don't know who the Giants receiver was. Coming over the top, pretty sure he has his hand on Riley Moss's face mask, and they called DPI. Mm-hmm. I have quotes.
I was going to say that was actually great for me because I'm like, I need to get back in the lead here.
Yeah, probably.
So, with 30 seconds left.
Okay. I was trying to find quotes on it that were not Denver Bronco associated people. Okay. Richard Sherman played for the Seahawks and the 49ers. And I quote, hold on, I'm old. Also, I'm doing this for gravitas. That DPI on Moss is one of the worst calls I have seen, underthrown, and Moss plays the ball. Trevor Signema, he is the Pro Football Focus guy.
Okay.
This is specifically about the New York Giants Denver game, period. This final drive for New York has been completely taken over and dictated by the officiating making terrible calls one after another. These are non-Bronco people commenting on the officiating. And it's been trending for the entire year. I've only looked at this year. But first of all, shout out to NFLpenalties.com. I'll put it right here. Whoever runs this website tracks all of the penalty stats for every game, every season.
Oh, are they hiring? Because I want to get in on that.
Go email the guy. Find the website.
That's fantastic. I will gladly volunteer.
So you can look at your team. You can look at all the teams. You can look at by the crew. So Ed Hockley's crew, Jerome Boger's crew. I don't think those guys are officials anymore, but they're the first. They're the first referee names that pop into my head.
Bill Vinovich always has a Sunday night game.
Yeah. So I looked at who called all the Broncos games. So we are the second most as far as penalties thrown. We're second. As far as penalty yards, Broncos are first in the league. 741 penalty yards.
Wow.
And Jacksonville only has us beat by 1 penalty thrown. And, you try to eliminate the pre-snap penalties because, like, you have subjective penalties, right? And you have objective penalties. So a false start, an offsides, illegal formation, that kind of stuff is an objective penalty that you cannot argue against. Defensive pass interference, holding, ineligible downfield. I feel like that one's up in the air, but those are more subjective penalties, kind of to the referee's discretion. So the first... I'm going to give you all of our penalty yardage per game. The first game against the Titans, 6 for 45. The second game against Indianapolis, 8 for 83 yards.
That's a lot.
The third game against San Diego, 10 for 90 yards. The fourth game against Cincy, 7 for 72. The Philadelphia game that we came back and won in the first quarter, 12 penalties for 121 yards.
Jesus.
The Jets, 6 for 37. And finally, the Giants game that we just won, 12 for 127 yards.
Jesus. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
So I went in, and so now this guy, Brad Allen, is in the news now for being in the middle of that celebration for the Broncos, and he pushed Justin Sternad to get out of the way, and then Dre Greenlaw came in his face and started yelling and shit. So they suspended Dre Greenlaw for 1 game, and they fined Justin Sternad. I didn't see what the total was, but maybe we're going to start a GoFundMe to get Justin Sternad's fine taken care of, and also get Dre Greenlaw his game check that he's going to be missing for this game against the Cowboys coming up. So we'll look for that information. We got you.
That's interesting, taking a guy off the field against one of your best opponents.
The funniest fucking thing in the world was motherfucker threw the flag after the game was over. Dre Greenlaw's in his face, and you can see the video of Brad Allen throwing the flag. Like, what the fuck, dude? Get the fuck out of here. So Brad Allen, you can click on his name to see what his crew has done all season. Are you ready for this? The games that Brad Allen has done, Indy against Miami, and I'm not just doing one team total, this is both teams for the game.
Okay.
Indy versus Miami, 7 total penalties, 60 yards. Baltimore versus Cleveland, 12 penalties for 70 yards. Pittsburgh versus Minnesota, this one's good, 13 for 117, that's a lot. Green Bay, Cincinnati, 8 for 57. And then the Denver, New York Giants game that he did, 20 penalties for 163 yards.
That
twice as many penalties.
Yeah, that's insane.
In the Denver game versus every other game that he did. Craig Warstead, who did the Indianapolis Denver game, the leverage bullshit call. Okay, LA Houston was his first game of the year. 18 penalties for 140. First game of the year. There's always going to be a lot of penalties. Indy Denver, 19 penalties for 151 yards. Rest of the season, Atlanta, Carolina, 9 for 78. Miami, New York Jets, another one, 19 for 141. This dude loves to throw flags.
Those are 2 bad teams, though.
Seattle, Tampa, 11 for 93. Kansas City, Detroit, you ready for this one? 4 fucking penalties the entire game.
Wow.
Kansas City, Detroit.
That was the Sunday.
And then he did your Pats versus the Titans, 8 for 51. So 2 different referees all through the season, each one throwing the most penalties in Broncos games. Can I rest my case? I think I can rest my case.
It's definitely compelling evidence. Yeah.
And I could have gone into every single referee that did all 7 games for the Broncos so far, but I didn't have the time to do that. So
interesting. Yeah.
Maybe if I have more time, I'll look into it. But I guarantee you every single one of those referees has the Broncos game as one of their top 3 most penalties thrown.
Yeah, that's wild. That you need to continue.
And I get that some of that is discipline on the Broncos side. Because, yes, we have had a lot of penalties. And, yes, looking back on them, some of them are false starts. And some of them, actually, a lot of them have been defensive offsides. But that's just our guys being aggressive. And that's only a 5-yard penalty. You're going to need some big defensive pass interferences to get you to the 151
Right. Yeah.
that you've got here. So
Or
Goodell's
15
got some
yarders.
explaining to do. These referees have some explaining to do. And I honestly do believe that something needs to be looked into. So hopefully I've enlightened some of you that are not Broncos fans into maybe investigating. And I looked this up too. I was like, AI was like, I typed in on my computer, I was like, the NFL is still angry with Sean Payton on Bountygate. And AI is like, no, the NFL is not mad at Sean Payton. Like, it literally
Right.
gave me that sentence as the first one that I searched. And I was like, fuck you. Yes, they are.
I mean, you cannot argue with those numbers. I mean, when you're looking at referees that average, 8 penalties a game, 10 penalties a game,
20
and then
penalties.
all of a sudden it's twice as many. What's the difference? Like, is the team really that undisciplined?
I mean, they're indisciplined, yes.
But that's a massive difference. And usually you see teams too, when there's something's being called throughout the course of the game, you will notice that, hey, they're going to make adjustments so that they don't do that over and over again. I remember there was a Baltimore game last season where, like, in the first half, they called one guy for like illegal formation or lining up in the wrong spot, whatever it was. He was on the line and he got hit for it like 3 or 4 times in the first half. And then halftime he came out and made the adjustments and it wasn't called again. But they're professionals. They understand, if you're getting them on something, they're going to make the adjustments that they need.
The one that I see a lot now is that tackles getting an early start
Yes.
that they don't seem to be wanting to call. And I don't understand it.
It's so hard.
There was a bullshit one called last night that kept Minnesota's drive alive. This is me. I hate the Chargers, and yet I'm like, no. It was like a pass interference, or it was an illegal contact. That's what it was, and it got them a first down, and then Minnesota scored I think it was their only touchdown of the game.
Yeah.
So
Very sad. Tough game for Minnie. But Will Reichert other than that field goal that he missed, had a nice game. Yeah, I think you got certainly something to continue to look on. We should continue to review those stats every week. Do you want to talk about the undefeated Golden Knights?
yeah,
Undefeated in regular time.
without a
Regulation.
regulation loss, Golden Knight, despite the injuries, I will say, which is quite impressive. So
Yeah, Mark
as
Stone.
far as the injury report goes, Aiden Hill has a lower body. He is week to week. Stone's on LITR, what I learned earlier today from you.
LTIR, yeah.
What did I say?
LITR.
Long-term injury,
I was gonna say,
LTIR. I am
spent-
sorry. I don't do acronyms very well.
Too many LITs in your previous career.
Too many, yeah. Fuck. Hannafin is a lower body. No, Hannafin's undisclosed. He is also on IR. Howden should play tonight.
Okay.
No, tomorrow. They don't have a game tonight.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Howden should play tomorrow.
Is Florida tomorrow?
Upcoming schedule, maybe I'll put it right here. At Florida, at Tampa, at Carolina, and then home for Colorado on Nevada Day. I actually thought today was Nevada Day.
Next week?
Come to find out, there's actually one more Friday in October.
Yes.
Halloween, Nevada Day. We're excited for that.
It's fun when it falls on the
But these
actual
are
day.
all weird times. So the game tomorrow is at 3, and then they have a back-to-back. So it's Florida, Tampa back-to-back, which sucks. But the Florida game's at 3, the Tampa game's at 2, and
Those
then
are East
the
Coast.
Carolina game is at 4 Pacific, which is a typical 7
Yeah.
o'clock Eastern start time. But it's just weird early times. And then the Nevada Day game is...
That's a 3 o'clock
It's a
game?
1 o'clock game.
1 o'clock game? Oh, okay.
Pacific, 4 Eastern.
What else is going on Nevada Day then? It's usually a
3.
3 o'clock
It's usually
game.
at 3.
Yeah.
But so the guys stepping in for said injured are Akira Schmidt, doing very well, I would say.
He's doing
4-0
pretty
and
well.
1
Yeah.
is his record. He has a .922 save percentage.
Amazing.
How long can he keep it going, though? You always have a backup. They're a backup for a reason.
We do have a brand new backup.
Your backup
goalie.
is designed to be the backup and only come in. He's not mentally set and prepared to play full time. So has Schmidt reached his maximumness? Because now we're going to be leaning on him until at least December 1st because the new guy we signed, Carter Hart, can't play till then, right?
Right. But this is interesting though. It's par for the course with the Golden Knights.
Goalies.
Ever since they became a franchise in 2017, they have had issues with goalies. We've not had a long-term, consistently good goalie that has stayed healthy. And even
Just shake my head.
The 1 year when we had was it Fleury and Leonard
Fleury and Leonard
won the whatever the award is for goalies, right?
The Vezina.
No, there's another one for the goalie team that combines for the best.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
I'll put it right here.
For the best GAA.
That was 22, wasn't it? When they made the playoffs and beat Colorado, and we couldn't decide who they wanted in goal, and then they ended up going with Leonard.
Was it 22?
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
It's been a long 9 years. I'm
It's been a long
sitting there
9
thinking
years.
like Logan Thompson, Max
Thompson,
Legacy,
yeah, that
Oscar
guy.
Dansk.
Thompson could have been the guy,
Thompson should have been
and
the
they
guy.
went with Aiden Hill because he took us on that cup ride.
Right. I think Thompson
And
had
I
issues
always
with
was
Cassidy too.
curious about that. I think he did too. I think he did. Why a guy as smart as McPhee, McCrimmon, these guys are smart. There's a reason why they're GMs.
Yeah.
They don't seem to me as somebody that gets caught up in the moment, but the Hill signing was definitely a caught up in the moment decision.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like the Pats hiring Jerron Mayo.
Yeah. Well, even
You can't be swayed by the fans, and I think there was a lot of fan pressure on that, and even during the Cup trophy celebration parade, I still was like, I'm not sold on Aiden Hill.
right.
So
And that's the thing about the NHL playoffs is if you get hot in the playoffs as a goalie, you're unstoppable. Look at what happened with
Bennington
Binnington in 2019, or
he's been shit since.
who was the Capitals goalie when they beat the Golden Knights?
All I remember is the stop on Alex Tuck.
Yeah.
He's gonna show up right here.
But in the first round,
Shout out to that guy.
Jesus Christ, who was it? The first round of that playoffs, they had lost the first two games, and their regular goalie got benched, and their other goalie, who had been a starter before but lost his job, came in and was just lights out for the rest of the playoffs, including those 4 games against Golden Knights in what should have been our first ever Stanley Cup. Could have been, I should say.
Yeah, and we've had goalie issues since.
Yeah.
But I still feel like Logan Thompson might have been the answer. And it's ironic that now he is the Washington Capitals goalie.
Right? He still comes to Aces games, and I love that of you, Logan. Thank you. We're glad you're still loyal to the Aces ladies. The world champs.
Eichel's leading the league in points. Can he keep it up for the whole season?
Yeah. Especially with everybody else. Especially with everybody else being hurt.
It's like, what analysis do you want other than yes, he can?
The thing is,
he has to.
He's playing. Is he with Marner now?
No. No. It's Barbashev and
Barbie.
Saad.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
He's always been with Barbashev and Saad.
Yeah.
And I'm like watching, like as my shot guy gets moved up to the top line now with Eichel, who's on fire, terrified that and hockey is streaky, and I feel like Brandon Saad is going to see one go in, and then all of a sudden it's going to
just keep him
avalanche effect and boom goal, boom goal, boom goal, and then I'm going to be like this.
The floodgates open,
and then every home game, poor Laura and Wade have to go by up to the Bud Light Lounge to get the shots. So going to cost them a penny. That's what you get for going along with my crazy sports traditions.
Yes, I love that. It's a good one that we invented a few years back. And it's cool.
It's got so much like momentum, like their entire section 16, shout out in the Bud Light Lounge, like the conglomerate around them before like all the preseason games, everyone was like, who's Pete's shot guy? Who's Pete's shot guy going to be? Who's Pete's shot guy? And Laura, to her credit, shout out, she's like, he hasn't told me. Like, we got to get through the preseason games. And then I told her, I go, you need to get people to watch the podcast. So, because I'm only going to announce it on the podcast. And like, I didn't even tell them. Like, no, not a soul knew until the moment on the podcast because we were trying to get more people to watch it. So Shout out.
Yes.
So let's hope he gets it going. Beat on that top line. I mean, I'm ready to start drinking. So
Would you be sad if he doesn't get it going?
No.
Sorry.
I won't be sad if he doesn't get it going either.
I just wanted to do a little play.
But it's so like, yeah. It took a minute. Eichel being such a high point getter and then Dorofeev with a whole bunch of goals, it's so anti what VGK has been every other year before. Because it's like, how many 20-goal scores can we get?
Right.
You know, you want 5 or 6, and that was the VGK way. There's not a guy you need to shut down. It's a team game, and you can change up the lines, and people are going to be able to score with whomever.
Yeah, 1 through 4.
And now it's like
there's goal scorers.
Dorofeev and Eichel, please carry us.
Right.
So Stone actually is still, even with his injuries, he is still top 4 in points. He's got 13.
He keeps getting the helpers.
The assists. Yeah. On the power play, which is at a record high 37.5%.
That's amazing.
It's amazing for a 5-forward
yeah.
power play unit.
That's true.
And I think they've only given up 1 shorty, if I'm not mistaken. If that even. I'd have to look up that again. The penalty kill does need some work, so they actually are only at 66.7% penalty kill now at this moment.
That's pretty bad.
It's not good.
It needs to be at least in the 80s.
At least in the 80s. And so, like, yeah, we're kind of becoming that Edmonton a couple years where it's like they need the power play to score. Now, they don't need the power play to score because they're scoring 5-on-5 too, but I'm just like, I'm worried about dependence upon one person, and I'm worried about dependence upon getting and drawing penalties in order to be able to get points on the board.
Yeah. That's key. Like you texted me the other day, are Eichel and Dorofeev going to score, 80% of our goals? I think, is that what it was? I'm like, yeah. And it just looks like they are at this point, because those are the guys that whenever we need a goal, we're relying on, and they're coming through. They are finding the back of the net
so far.
But at some point, it's not sustainable throughout an 82-game season. It can last through October and into November, but people are going to start to realize that we got to hit those guys hard.
Especially hard. That's what I'm worried about.
Eichel is made out of glass, and no pun intended, since he wears the same number as Cody Glass, who was also made of glass. But he could get hurt just as easily.
Like that Barbashev, who is kind of a heavy, not a heavy hitter, but he's not someone you think of finesse. Right. That's another football word that I fucking hate. Finesse. He's a guy that's like, he'll get up in somebody's grill for anyone going at Eichel.
Yeah.
And he's on his line, which is cool. And you miss those Reeves, those Carriers. I mean, Colasar is kind of that guy. But we don't have an enforcer.
A true goon, if you will.
Few and far between now, because you probably look at a lot of NFL. Bleh. You can look at a lot of NHL rosters now, and they're probably missing that guy.
Yeah. I did, when I was out watching sports yesterday, I looked up in the San Jose game, and sure enough, first thing I saw, Ryan Reeves is in a fight. And I'm like, yeah, of course he is. That's what he does.
There's nothing wrong with that. I still feel like that serves a purpose.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, at some point you need to hit a guy and really use it to pump your team up. Like
the Capitals are in a good spot because their goon is really good at scoring goals too. Like we're not big Tom Wilson fans here on the FastTalk, but you got to give credit where credit is due. Man gets in fights, but man also puts puck in net.
Yes.
Marchand, he's not much of a fighter, but god damn it, is he a shit talker. But motherfucker can put the puck in the net, dude. So
did you?
He cried, man. That got me here a little bit, seeing his tribute that the Bruins gave him.
See, the thing about Brad Marchand is that he embodies everything that it is to be a Bostonian
and a hockey player.
Yeah. And like when you think of people from Boston, we always are like, we seem like we're the underdog. We're not respected in the world. Our country started because of Bostonians, but New York, Philadelphia, Washington get all the credit. And this goes back to, the 1700s, and that's how every Bostonian is. And, Marchand, he's a little guy, and nobody thought that he would go out and be, a future Hall of Famer, but he just went out there and proved everybody wrong, just like Bostonians do every single day, and that's why we love him. And I think that's why he fits so well, because he was able to connect with that Bostonian mentality.
He does. You do have I feel like the most famous event in the Revolution has Boston's name on it, though.
The massacre?
The Tea Party.
Oh, the Tea Party. Yes. Okay.
So, like, if you ask someone to name, like, the top 5 Revolutionary War events, I feel like your Boston Tea Party would be in there, and also Paul Revere's Ride.
Yes.
Would be in there. So.
Valley Forge, Washington crosses the Delaware. Battle of Yorktown.
I feel like people only know the Battle of Yorktown because of Hamilton. Because it's a song.
And that was the...
That's the song.
That was where they surrendered.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Battle of Yorktown.
What about the Patriot with Mel Gibson?
I saw it once.
Very key scene.
See, to me, that's just seeing Mel Gibson be that is just William Wallace, but American Revolution.
Fair, yes, very fair.
It's the same movie. That was all I had on the VGK. We've got a big East Coast swing here, a couple of away games before a Nevada home game. If they can come out of that with 4 points, I think you feel good.
We tend to do well.
4 of the 6 points in that. I don't know what you call that. The Florida Carolina swing.
Yeah. It's usually Tampa, Florida, Carolina, and they throw Nashville in there a lot too, but we didn't get them this time.
And then you do the up one where you do the New York, where you do the Islanders, the Rangers, and the Devils.
Yeah.
All at the same time. Devils looking good. Canadians looking good.
Yeah.
You got to say.
Tampa's
in last place last I checked, too.
And Florida's not looking great either.
Florida, I think, was at 500, if I'm not mistaken.
They did just beat the crap out of the Bees on Tuesday.
Yeah.
They didn't actually beat the crap out of them. It was a 1-goal game.
But the Nevada Day game is Colorado, so...
Is it always Colorado? It's either Colorado or San Jose, it seems like.
I feel like we played Tampa on that a couple times early in the year. Earlier seasons.
Maybe.
That's the one. I remember it was a whiteout. I think
Yes.
it was second season, whiteout, and we played Tampa. And I was like, can we not ever wear white at home again?
Right.
Because I think Tampa kicked our butt. It's also weird. I have to look at our record on Nevada Day because it's a weird start time. It always is. It's either 1 o'clock or 3.
I think it might be 1 because it's Halloween.
Yeah, and kids want to get home to trick or treat,
trick or
even
treat.
though no one trick or treats anymore. They just go into the schools or parking lots for a trunk or treat.
Yes, I'm trunk or treating tomorrow with the UNLV Lady Rebels.
Nice. I don't even have an outfit this year, so.
I'm going as
I will never not be able to for the next probably 12 years with my daughter coming. So we've got ideas written down. So
yes, family costumes are fun.
Last thing I wanted to say, shout out to Joey Bautista for wearing the lights hat.
Absolutely. Blue Jays.
We didn't even talk about
American.
World Series, but
it's funny that the Canadian team is the American League champions. Congrats, Blue Jays, because I really want to see Joey Bautista continue to wear that LV Lights hat.
He's part owner?
He's the owner.
He's the owner.
He's
there
the owner, so, yes.
That's awesome to see Lights getting represented. Hopefully it gets them a little bit more awareness. And
yeah,
let's get him up there.
We're pulling for the Blue Jays because
we are pulling for the Blue Jays.
The free Lights publicity. We're going to get up to maybe 300-400 people at Cashman Field next year.
Boom. That's all I got. What do you
got? The only other thing I had was, so they announced that they are going to expand to 36 teams in the NHL. That is, it's not instantaneous.
We're at 32. That's 4 fucking teams.
4 fucking teams, yes.
For the league that's had to relocate some teams?
So
what are we doing here?
That's the worst part. There are, of the 4 cities, 3 of them have already been predetermined, apparently, to include...
Quebec?
No.
Hartford?
No.
Atlanta?
Yes.
Dumb.
Atlanta,
Arizona,
and Phoenix. Two cities that have already lost.
You don't know
teams.
What is it? The Counting Crows originally written. Don't know what you got till it's gone.
Yeah,
it's not Counting Crows. Joni Mitchell. Sorry, Joni Mitchell. Joni Mitchell song. Don't know what you got till it's gone.
Yes,
And now Phoenix and what the fuck?
And then also Houston.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with Houston because it's like the fourth largest city in the country.
It's the third largest, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought that was Chicago.
We'll have to check.
Yeah. Well, it's 3 or 4.
I'm going to always lean toward Texas. You got to get a space theme mascot.
Oh, yeah. That would be fun.
The Orbiters?
I was going to say rockets, but that's already
taken. The Orbiters? The
Cosmos?
Yeah, the Cosmos.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. I bet you they'll do a vote in the paper or whatever, like we did here.
Did we?
For the VGK. It was a vote. I swear to God.
I don't think it meant anything though.
I thought Black Knights won.
Well, yeah, that was the original plan. It was going to be Black Knights, but then Army was like, "Nope, we own that. We can't." And Bill Foley was like, "I'm trying to honor the Army."
He's an alum.
Yes, but
West Point alum. Bill Foley.
They didn't go for it.
Dollar bill.
Yes.
Houston Cosmos. I'm in on it.
Sounds good. Sounds good. They can play the same arena.
Are they gonna? Maybe they're gonna keep it going for a non-S ending team.
Oh yeah, Kraken.
Wild
Mammoth.
Kraken Mammoth.
Because it would be a Central Division team, likely. I don't know.
The Cosmo? Nah.
No.
Who's Cosmo? What am I thinking?
Like the beverage?
A51's mascot? Wasn't that
yes,
Cosmo?
Cosmo was a 51's old mascot. Yeah.
Shout
From
out.
the planet Cofaxia. Sorry.
And on that note, we're going to end it for the day. Thanks for coming to FastTalk Podcast. Like and subscribe, man. We get the views. We don't get the subscribes.
Yeah, come on.
It's disheartening. So, see you next time.
Go Knights, go.
Jinx.